Hey guys, this is MTG Degree, and my name is Luke. Today I'm bringing you a budget deck tech because in a recent video, you guys asked for budget deck techs a lot. So, what we're doing is we're talking about this modern deck, and let's just go over the list. So first, you have 30 islands. The next card you have is 20 swamps, which leaves us with 10 cards to work with. The first card in this combo deck is Reliquary Tower. It allows us to have a hand size as large as we want, and this is very important, so keep it in mind. The next card in our list is our combo enabler, and that is a card called Treasure Hunt. When you cast Treasure Hunt for one colorless and a blue, you reveal cards off the top of your deck until you find a non-land card. This kind of highlights why we have 50 lands in our deck, because we want to draw a lot of lands until we get to our combo piece. So what's the combo piece we're digging for? That is Zombie Infestation. This is a 1 and a black enchantment which says, discard a land, and you make a 2/2 zombie. So a lot of you already see where this is going, but let me explain how it works. Alright, so let's talk ideal hands. So let's say you have a hand that's a Reliquary Tower and a Treasure Hunt. What you'll do is, turn 1, you'll play Reliquary Tower. Pass a turn. Turn 2, you'll play an island and you'll cast Treasure Hunt. When you do this, your hand will fill up with tons of lands, and you'll hit Zombie Infestation. Your next turn you cast Zombie Infestation, and you wait. You pass them the turn, and then if they attack you, you can instant speed discard some lands and make some zombies and block if you have to, if your life total's under attack. Then, at the end step of their turn, you toss away all the lands in your hand and make a ton of zombies. Then it becomes your turn, you swing with a ton of zombies, and you win the game. Awesome. Now I didn't want to explain this before I explained the combo, but we're also including 4 contested war zones in this deck so that we can push through some more damage. These will be replacing 2 islands and 2 swamps. So what happens when your game plan isn't going perfectly? Well, there's a few things that can happen. So the first one is your opening hand and first 2 draws don't have Reliquary Tower. In this case, what you can do is you can just wait until turn 3 to cast Treasure Hunt instead of turn 2. And then, when you cast Treasure Hunt, you'll probably pick up a Reliquary Tower on the way, and then you can play that as your 3rd land, and keep your huge hand size. Another thing you might run into is that when you Treasure Hunt, you find another Treasure Hunt. Just wait for your next turn, fire off another Treasure Hunt, your hand will get even bigger, and this is part of being a $15 combo deck. Now this deck is super fun, but it is only $15, so it does have some weaknesses. So its main weakness is 2 things. The first one is a counterspell. If you get counterspelled in any form while you're casting Treasure Hunt, you will be drawing lands for like the rest of the game, and you'll probably just lose. So hopefully you don't get counterspelled. The next weakness is hand disruption. If someone casts something like Thoughtseize on you and takes your Treasure Hunt, you have the exact same problem, and things can get really rough. Now I personally would just run this $15 list and just have a fun time with it, you know? A good amount of the time you'll make a bunch of zombies and it'll make a bunch of laughs around the table. Oh, I can't believe I lost to that type of thing. And that's kind of what the deck's all about. However, some of you might want a more serious deck, and so let's talk about a few ways that we can upgrade this thing. The first way that we can upgrade this thing is to add a little bit of land fixing. That way, even though you're drawing all land, you might get very unlucky anyway and still draw like only islands. So adding in, for example, 4 Temple of Deceit and 4 Dismal Backwater can help you fix your land if you're really having a tough time. The next card is sort of a should I concede card, and it is Hallam R Depths. Basically what this card does is you put it down, you get to look at your top 3, and if somebody took your treasure hunt from you, and your top 3 cards also aren't treasure hunt, you're probably gonna die, so maybe it's just time to concede, but otherwise, Hallam R Depths can bring that treasure hunt to the top for you. So far, however, we haven't really given this deck a plan B. Now, we have to have a plan B that's with only lands, and that's where these man lands come into the picture. Basically, what these will do for you is if you're having a hard time going off, if you got thought seized and your treasure hunt is gone, then you can use these to turn them into creatures and sort of shore up the ground for a while until you can find your treasure hunt. Or if they're tripping up really badly, maybe you can beat down with your man lands. But either way, these give you a plan B, so you're not completely reliant on your combo. Although, let's be honest, this is not the most powerful plan B I've ever seen. Alright, so the next thing that I'd like to talk to you guys about is how people might sideboard against you. And the one way that I want to really make sure that you guys know is they might bring in a way to kill your Zombie Infestation. And that's actually a really bad idea, so if you see that, you should just be happy. So what will happen is they might cast a spell to destroy your enchantment. In response, just throw all of the lands out of your hand and make all your zombies, and then your enchantment's gone, but whatever, I have 20 zombies anyway. So concerning your own sideboard, basically you don't have one, because anything that you put in is going to accidentally be hit by Treasure Hunt instead of you hitting your main combo piece, which will make you all your zombies and win the game. So sideboarding is not really a thing. So we've discussed the more budget, just islands and swamps and your key pieces deck, and the little bit less budget, but maybe you have a little bit of a plan B deck. And I'll have both of those deck lists in the description. Some of you guys might be asking, what do I call this deck? Well, something that's linked in the description is the first place that I kind of found the deck idea. And that person called it Zombie Hunt, because it's Zombie Infestation and Treasure Hunt. I came up with another one, which is you're turning lands into zombies, and there's this movie that came out. Anyway, the great thing about these budget decks is they allow you to experience the format. So if you're playing and making a bunch of zombies against people, and you say, oh man, Splinter Twin looks really cool, or, you know, Junk looks really cool, then maybe you can start trading into those cards or whatever you have to do. But in the meantime, you have a really fun $15 deck to play Modern with. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed the budget deck tech today. If you did, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next video.